I've seen Aston Martins as kind of like weekenders, and you've got these long bonnets, they're like cruisers, and I kind of saw them as a car for like a middle-aged man going away for a weekend. Like kind of classy, rich, untouchable. But 50% of people who have bought the Valhalla have never owned an Aston Martin before. So this has really attracted a whole new customer base for Aston Martin. And I can see why. It's just so different. They are now producing sexy, sleek, edgy cars. And I feel like the image, for me at least, is changing or has changed because of this car right here. This is the Aston Martin Valhalla. There are 999 that will be built, and they've already delivered about 100. But this is the first time ever that a non-owner, wish I could say I was, a non-owner gets to drive it on the road. So it's very cool. I feel very, very lucky. I've been invited over by Aston Martin to Spain to be able to drive this. Just a handful of people got the invitation. So thank you so much to Aston Martin for doing that. Instead of having like these long bonnets that Aston Martin has been known for so long, where the engine is at the front, they now have moved the engine here. So now it's a mid-engine car, which makes it look and feel more like it's competing with the Lamborghinis, the Ferraris, and the McLarens of the world, right? Don't you agree? Like, this feels like it's in a different era, and I absolutely love it. Isn't she stunning? Now, you can buy this Aston Martin Valhalla for just over $1 million. That's where it starts, and it goes up from there. And you can get 6 standard liveries. So this is one of the standard liveries, which I actually think is beautiful. It's got this F1 podium green, right? And then you've got the yellow accents as well. So you can get 5 other standard liveries, and then you can go to their Q department, which is like their specialization department, and get whatever you want. It is a supercar, hypercar hybrid that is also super luxurious. Now we're gonna get into the details and the things that I love so much about it and the things that I don't like quite so much about it in a minute. But from a design point of view, they've got 3 layers to this car. So the first layer is here. So it starts here, and you can really see this wrap around in the exposed carbon fiber, all of this cabin, right? That's the first part of the car, including this roof scoop here. Now, the second part of the design is the midsection. So this goes all around here in this green, right? The midsection all the way around here. And then it also kind of has this arrow pointing towards the front wheel, which is quite cool. Now, the third section is this undersection with all of the side skirts. You've got the exposed carbon fiber again, all the way to the back wheel. I think it's absolutely stunning. You can actually even see the suspension here. It's exposed, so that's a nice little detail. It also has active aero. You've got this wing on the back, right? And unfortunately, it doesn't move when it's static. Like, there isn't a button that you can press and just pull the wing up. I would have loved it if they had thought about that. We like some show, right? If there was a button inside the car that you could press and this wing would come out, because this wing is super impressive. It's very, very, very high, and also it's aero, so it moves. And we're gonna see that when we drive. Actually, when you put it in race mode, that's when it actually comes up, and it is constantly moving. Like, it doesn't just come up and stay there. It is constantly up, down, flapping up, pushing down, coming back up again. We'll see that in a minute. But what's really interesting is they have 2 active aeros. The second one you can't see. Behind the front grille here, they actually have another active aero in here that helps with the downforce. So that is also flipping up and down, saying like this when it needs to, and flipping up when it needs to. And I thought that was a really cool feature that they actually had 2 of them. These headlights are quite cool because they're like deconstructed, so you can see all of the different elements in there, the gold here, and then I quite like the checkered look, and then the stripes. Now, here is the Aston Martin badge. Now, we all know this badge. This one is in titanium, but you can actually get rid of this badge altogether, and you can have the Aston Martin logo painted on, but that'll cost you an extra $11,500, and it will save you 8 grams. I mean, for those who want weight saving on their supercar / hypercar, that one is for you. If you also want more weight saving, you can buy magnesium wheels. These are the magnesium wheels that are optional, and they will cost you $25,000, and they will save you 12 kilos. So, not sure I'd get that, but you know, whatever tickles your fancy. All right, now around here, I really like this side skirt feature, how it ends, and then you've kind of got these gills going all the way to the back wheel. Now around the back, I think this is my favorite part of the car, the rear diffuser. Just look how beautiful this is, how huge this opening is here. I love that, and you can see through to the back wheel. You've got the Aston Martin printed here, and then what I also love are the tail lights. Look at this, how they kind of mirror that side skirt. They wanted to make sure this looked as much like a hypercar as possible. So this was a design decision, putting the exhaust pipes here on the top. And what's interesting is they actually have 4 exhaust pipes. You can't see the other 2. They're hidden. Oh, there they are. There they are. You can kind of see them. Okay, fine. But isn't that interesting that they've got 2 down the bottom and 2 up the top? I think that's quite cool. And then you've got the camera here, just above the exhaust pipes, because inside you have a rear view camera instead of a rear view mirror. As you can see, there's no opening here, so you can't actually see back out of the car. What I think is also quite cool is this roof scoop. Usually it sits a little bit higher on the car so you can see it more. They've kind of pushed it back and down into the car so it's more integrated into the design. Now, what is so cool, the doors, and I actually took about 10 minutes trying to find out how to open this door. You see that? That is the door open button. So you push that in and you open her up, and there we go. You've got your dihedral doors. Yes, that's what we all want on a supercar / hypercar. Now, I keep saying that because Aston Martin brought out the Valkyrie, right, a few years ago, and that is in the multi-millions. And it's really a track-focused car. You can drive it on the road, but it really is to be used on the track. Now, this one, the Valhalla, is a level down in intensity, but a level up in luxury and comfort. This one really is made to be driven on the road, which I've been doing a lot of today, and we'll take her out again in just a minute. Here we go, 200 kilometers an hour! This car right here is kind of also in between when it comes to pricing. It's in between a standard supercar and a hypercar at just over $1 million. Which is quite interesting. It's like not in the multi-millions like a lot of other hypercars, but it still does just go over that $1 million mark. So this is I would call it a hypercar. I would. It's got over 1,000 horsepower. So it's a plug-in hybrid, and you've got a naturally aspirated V8 twin turbo, and it's got 3 electric motors. So that gives you over 1,000 horsepower. We'll open up the next door. Here we go. Look at this. We've been driving through Spain. We're in the north of Spain in Logroño.
You're good.
Okay, Logroño. All right, I got it down. Did I get it down? Okay. So we have gotten so many looks. So many looks.
Sí.
Really?
Oh, thank you.
For 5 years?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
go.
give you a hug.
Yeah. Please.
Nice to meet you.
What do you think of the car? Well, it's awesome. Like, I have never seen such a beautiful car.
Yeah, right?
Like carbon fiber.
Yeah.
Okay,
She can review now. She can take over. Alright, it's your channel now, everyone. What's your name?
Laura.
Laura?
Yeah.
Laura, it's your channel now. Say hi to everyone. I'm out. Peace. She's going to take over.
Here in the Logroño area, and we're here to present this new. What's the name?
Aston Martin.
Valhalla.
Valhalla. Oh, like the beacons. Beautiful aerodynamics back. I can see someone has like a
Like, it's crazy. This car really stands out, as it should. It's beautiful. And we're going to go for a little bit of a drive later as well, and I'll tell you all about how it feels. Just look at the luxury you've got. Okay, it's still very, very sporty. You've got these carbon fibered bucket seats. Just look how thin and beautiful they are. But then you've got this very comfy cushioning here all along the seat. Like, when you sit in here, it's actually really comfortable. And this is what I mean by this is really made to be driven on the roads, whereas the Valkyrie was really more of a track focused car. This is just perfect. You are like, I'm so comfortable in this seat, and it's also not too tight. Look, I've got a lot of space here and quite a lot of space here. Look at this. A lot of space, actually. What's quite interesting is you can choose the level of your seat. There are 3 levels. So you can have it on the lowest rung, you can have it on the mid rung, and you can have it on the higher rung. Depends on your height and being able to see over the steering wheel. So this right now is in the middle rung. I would need mine on the highest rung because I cannot see over the steering wheel. Like, this is how I'm sitting, because you sit quite low. It's actually taking up half the windscreen, so I need to sit up. I need to sit like kind of like up like this or like over like this. So I would need mine to be raised, or as a friend suggested, Sergi behind the camera, just get a BBL. You've got this luxurious seat, you've got all leather everywhere, and this is beautiful spec matching the green on the outside. And we're talking about practicality here. You've even got a water bottle holder. I like that. Okay, now all of this carbon fiber here, you see it's different from the outside. This is collage carbon fiber. That is extra. You have to pay for that if you want that. You've got these 2 screens here in the interior. Okay, and you've got one screen showing the Aston Martin logo as you get in on this screen. As you can see, when you move the wheel, the whole screen and the wheel move together. You've also got wraparound speakers. You see this? Bowers and Wilkins here in the middle, and also here on either side of the seat. And you've got them here. Has great sound. You've got a little bit of storage here on the side for your sunglasses and whatever else. There's not a whole bunch of storage. You've just got 2 buttons here, which is the manual and the parking, and this little shifter for drive mode, reverse, etc. And you've got your engine start stop button. But what I do like is you do have some more physical buttons here. So there's a mix of buttons on the screen and here in the physical world. So you've got a quick button for the AC fan and the lift function on the top, the front of the car, traction control, etc, etc. So I quite like that. So let's just turn her on and then I can show you more, okay? So turn her on. Okay, this all lights up. Now, it's silent. Why? Plug-in hybrid. It has a full electric mode that it starts up in. It's got 4 different drive modes. You've got electric, you've got sport, sports plus, and race. So in order to change it over and get the engine started, we just go like this. And then it turns into sports plus and the engine goes on. And then when you go into race mode, look, you can see sports plus here, and then you go into race mode, switch this over. Now this is when your wing goes up, but only when you're driving. Let's go for a drive and I'll show you the wing. I just have to say one thing that I'm a little bit struggling with. Let me put it back into electric so I can talk. Look, this is how you open the door. Okay, so you push this, but then if you try and open from here, the door is so heavy. It's a joke, honestly. It's so heavy. So what I've been told is you push here, and you actually have to push at the rear of the door here, underneath this panel, to push it open. But the door is so heavy. I think they could have made it lighter, and I think they could have made it easier to open. So that's my only point of contention. Oh, mate. Okay, fine. I just need to go to the gym. Start her up in electric mode. So start. So you can start this car in your neighborhood quietly and sneak out. You can drive up to about 12 kilometers in fully electric mode, and it's limited to about 120 kilometers an hour. But then when you want the engine to start up, you just click that over into sports, and sports plus goes into sports plus. And now this engine is specifically made for the Valhalla. You will not find this specific engine in any other car. It is based on an AMG engine, but it is completely different to anything that is actually in an AMG, in a Mercedes AMG. I'm driving it around the city centre here, and there are lots of speed bumps. You can see this. Some of them are not very low. They're like decently high, and you don't even need to use the lift function. So it's actually quite practical, this car. That's one of the things I really don't like about driving around a supercar in the city, is constantly having to lift the front of the car before you go over a speed bump, and you just end up having everyone behind you wait for you, and it's just embarrassing. It's like, okay, sorry, you don't have to do that in this car. Yeah. All right, here we go. Now it's an all-wheel drive, so it's really got you. Like, you feel like you're not fighting the car and what it wants to do. It's like, I got you, man. It sticks to the road, and you go so fast, so quickly, 2.5 seconds, 0 to 100, and then within a second you're like at 180. Not that I've gone 180. When you're going high speed, you feel like you're going about 60 kilometers an hour. That's how smooth it is, and that's how it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. All right, watch this. We're gonna go into race, toggle this around, and then watch up here. Ready? Hey, the wing comes up. Look at that. She's aero and moves by about 50 degrees. Look at this, and it's constantly moving up and down, up and down. There it goes. If you slow down, it'll go down altogether. Look how it's just constantly playing around. Oh, someone's overtaking me. I can't let it happen. I'll overtake you instead. Haha, I feel so big now. Oh, my masculinity just died. Whatever masculinity I had before, it's all gone. By the way, if you're looking for your next cool car, go check out spxcars.com. That is my global luxury auction platform. We'll see you there. All right, cap off, helmet on. Now, what is happening is I'm going to look super sexy, first of all right? Tuck the hair away, grab the helmet. All right, now, we're about to go out in the Valhalla. All right, so I've taken the Valkyrie on the track before, a few years ago, absolutely freaking loved it. So let's see what this one's like. All right. Nice, that was smooth. Here we go. All right, seatbelts. They wanted this to be a Formula One sitting position so that your heels would be above your hips, so you kind of sit up like this. It doesn't feel too much like that, to be honest with you. I've been in cars where it feels way more like you're like really lying down with your feet up. But anyway, they want us to go, so let's go. Here we go. How cool is this? I've already done about 5 laps. Because Sergi's in the car with me, I'm not going to go too fast because it's going to make him feel super sick.
I almost puked.
Yeah, exactly. So I won't go too fast. I got up to about 230 kilometers an hour on the straight, but in the Valkyrie, I got up to 302 kilometers.
Okay.
So
you push it, you do your thing, and if I puke,
it's on me.
I'm going to tap you.
It's literally on me. Okay, let's go.
Oh, okay.
Yay! It brings me back to when I was going around the track in the Formula E car last year, which was just the highlight. I don't know if it gets better than that, but it's pretty good. Here we go, 200 kilometers an hour! 220, all right. Yeah, okay, now we go. All right, you're doing well, Serge, doing well. Oh, you feel that traction control coming on. This is a pretty easy car to drive. It's much more measured than the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie's a beast. Like this one, you can actually, you know it's got you. Like it's just, you can kind of push it and just know, okay, I'm not going to crash it. You know what I mean? Like you see, I pushed it too hard and it was just like, okay, no worries, we'll just stop here. It's like, I don't know, I'm not scared to be in this car at all on the track. Okay, the straight, ready? The straight, we're on the straight. Let's go, we're already at 200 kilometers an hour. We are at 230, 240.
We hit like 250 something.
Did we?
Yeah.
Nice. I keep forgetting about that corner.
I need some fresh air.
And then I push a little bit here and then I come off and I let the tail kind of follow me around like this and then push again. I'm very lucky to be able to do this.
Okay.
That's it. What do you guys think of the new Valhalla from Aston Martin? Look, and here you can see with the static car here, they've actually got the wing up. which you can't do with the Valhalla when you get one. They've just manually been able to do that so you can show it. Right, thank you so, so much to Aston Martin for inviting me to Spain. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Thank you guys so much for watching.